Can I tell my gaping asshole story?
You have a gaping asshole story?
I do.
All right.
Little known fact, I'm a big fan of The Biggest Loser. And they had a nice little twist at the end of one of the episodes. My girl's going to kill me for telling this on the air, but we're watching the show. And I thought, like, this one contestant was going to be voted off. But it was a little trickery, and it was like, out of nowhere, they voted off this guy, Brady, which made a lot of Biggest Losers fans very, very happy. So my girl screams, no way. I scream, no way. I jump up, drop my sweats, turn my ass toward the TV. I swear to God.
Why would you do this?
And open my ass to the TV.
That's like how a baboon shows its disdain for something.
An appreciation for what just happened, how in shock we were that this is how it went down, because they made it like it was going to be somebody else, and it was like, fuck, why does this fucking Brady guy get to continue on this stupid show? And it was old trickery, and I was so excited, I dropped my sweats and just bent over and opened my asshole.
A monkey does that.
Now hold on. If you had any
my
courage,
chick was mortified.
If you had any courage today, if you don't like that studio, they show you. Okay, well, yeah. That is how you will respond.
That's how you show your displeasure.
They're very immature, that show.
Actually, we ended up laughing, and I'm not even exaggerating for the radio, probably for 10 straight minutes.
Well, that's a silly thing to do. You don't pull your pants down at something.
I was so happy at the results. That's how I showed.
God, too much emotion.
I have no idea why she loves me. Why don't we get out of here?
You should check your banking book. Bank book. Like, what year is it?
I was just
asshole.
gonna point out.
Just
Why don't you check your passbook?
Yeah, passbook savings.
Yeah.
Check your passbook.
All right, we're going to go home now. We've
What
done
an old
enough
lady.
damage for today.
You know, a little change purse, putting 50 cents in. You know, penny saved. Shut up, you old hag.
No, and suck this before I knock the bridge of your nose through the back of your fucking head.
Hat removal fee. Yeah. Let me take that 50 cents.
Pop this into your gullet.
You know, the bond started between us and Imus. When we first came to New York, we took on everybody. Howard, the mayor, Imus, other radio shows that have come and gone. And he was pretty much the only one that found humor in the fact that we were attacking him.
Yeah, we were
like, wow, this guy is a pretty special guy. Because, you know, most egos in radio, they just stink. They just stink. They can't handle anyone, like, actually making fun of them. They're the ones that's supposed to make fun of everybody else, and how dare you actually make fun of them. But Imus was one of these guys, and obviously does a great Imus. We went after him just like we went after everybody else. And it got back to us like, he's like, those boys are funny.
We'd goof on him and be like, you know, I don't know what to say, but goddamn, they're funny. That's funny stuff that they're doing over there.
Yeah. So we're like, wow, you know, you goof on a guy and he says that you're funny. It totally takes the punch out of it. And, you know, we've had our shots back and forth, but really in good fun.
And then I bonded with the guy, because we never really met him. You don't really meet other radio guys, because you're just too busy, you know, waking up early. And
much too self-important.
Yeah, and trying to get as much sleep as possible before your next show. It doesn't leave much time to socialize with other guys. But when I was off the air, you know, I went to the book review in Huntington Village, and he was doing a signing, and I'm like, man, I always wanted to meet this guy. He's a legend in broadcasting.
Of course.
And he was putting out a book about his ranch. And I went to the book review, and the line was ridiculous. So I sat in, like, the cafe drinking coffee, waiting. And then I got on the end of the line. I didn't go to the front of the line or nothing like that. And I'm like, man, I don't even know what he's going to do when, you know, I tell him who I am. But I just felt like I had to meet him. And I get up there, and I give him my book, and I'm the last person. He's like, oh, what's your name? He was exhausted. And I told him, hey, it's Opie from the Opie and Anthony Show. His eyes lit up. He looks at me. He's like, sit down. And we ended up hanging out for like an hour after the signing, just talking about everything. And he was nothing but supportive as far as what happened to us. And I never forgot that. And I was like, man, I will defend this guy to the end.
He called us. A lot of people say, you know, he was responsible for getting us back on the air. What he did was called us and gave us advice as to what he thought we should do. Some of it we didn't take, you know. I don't think Imus was very supporting of us going to satellite.
No, and we were all about satellite. And he's like, satellite's great, but you got to remember, this is when satellite was only talking about like 2 million subscribers on XM.
In its infancy.
Now they're pushing 8. Now it's becoming a thing, and then with the merger, it's really becoming a thing. But back then, he's like, look, guys, don't ignore regular radio. You're not done on regular radio. And stupid Aunt and I were like, we have to be done after what we did. We're done. He's like, you're not done. And then he kind of suggested that maybe we should take the job in Albuquerque, was it?
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. And I'm like,
why don't you go to Albuquerque?
It proves that you don't have devil horns.
I'm like, no, we don't want to go to Albuquerque. It's nice there. Dry heat. It's wonderful. No.
But when you were off the air, you had a lot of time in your hands to go to the book. Didn't you go to the Joe Franklin book signing, too?
All right.
Yeah, Opie was constantly down at that goddamn bookstore in Huntington. Who's going to be there? Martha Stewart?
Opie was like, actually, do you remember me? All right, sit down and get online.
Emerald, I love when you say BAM. Could you sign my book?
A little known fact, because we come across as just being a bunch of dopes on the radio. I ended up reading well over 100 books after we got fired. I was reading a book a day, a book a week.
There's that little bookstore in Huntington. Opie's just there all the time. Hey, you see who I met? It's wonderful.
Actually, I met Clinton at the same at the same.
You got pictures with Bill Clinton too.
I guess I was a stalker.
Occasionally you get the big guys, and then occasionally you get,
I was a stalker of writers.
Is that Adam Ferrara?
Oh my God!
Right.
Bob Vila, could you sign my wrench?
You know what? You're right. My story stinks, and I was at that bookstore every day.
Book signing.
All right, let's get Clark Gregg out of here. He's got a flight. We got to take a break.
Hey, thanks so much for having me down.
Hey, thanks for popping in. Sure.
Yeah, this movie Choke looks like it's going to be a good one. Starts Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
400 theaters. So go out and see Choke.
Could gross $20-$30.
Oh, you're in the... Perhaps more than that.
Hey, there you go. You're in the bit.
I feel like I have to send flowers to a horse now.
You whip that horse.
Clark is also, you're the ex-husband of Juliette Louis-Dreyfus on the sitcom, its third season, The New Adventures of Old Christine.
That's right.
Yeah, but we're dudes. We don't watch that.
Come on, man. I'm a dude. I'm on
Help a guy out.
Help a brother out.
Really,
We'll
man?
help you with Choke, but that thing, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about that.
Okay.
What an ass. You're an ass, Opie.
I've actually never seen the movie, but she's on.
Oh, Jesus. Just knock the guy down a little more.
Have you seen it?
I'm busy.
All right, well, maybe we should check it out before we make such a
yes.
No. It's
horrific
better to just trash the crap out of it before you've seen it.
Exactly. What a bunch of douches.
I hated your radio show until I listened to it.
Wait, how is it a bunch of douches? We didn't say it's a douche.
Douche-eye.
Did you see it?
You tagged it?
No, I didn't see it, but I
didn't see
But
it
you didn't
either.
trash it.
You didn't trash it.
Right.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I just know I wouldn't like that show.
Oh, God damn.
That's good. Just
awful.
From the title.
Awful.
But I liked Iron Man.
It's about an ex-husband. I feel like you might find something to relate.
Yeah, I get relatable. Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
Juliette Louis-Dreyfus, and then her ex.
Juliette Louis-Dreyfus. What?
Did I say Juliette?
Yes, you did.
I'm tired.
I play Romeo.
I haven't been sleeping.
He doesn't even know her name.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
How
I know her
beautiful
name.
is that?
All I'm thinking about is her friend who had a meltdown at the Laugh Factory. He. Struck a blow for all comics.
But Clark Gregg, I'll tell you this much: I will be seeing Choke.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I'm not going to go pay to see Choke because I get my movies for free
Oh,
He downloads them.
illegally, and then I sell them on the street corner.
he gets some people there with huge duffel bags.
No, I'm a big Chuck Palahniuk fan, and I will see Choke.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
I'll see
you.
This movie.
I'm more
I can't
interested
wait.
in it now that I've read the synopsis and stuff like that. It actually looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Oh, so he wasn't really into this either until he read a little more while you were in studio.
Boy.
No, before you got
Some
here, I read that.
research,
I didn't
guys.
know what it was.
Look at Jimmy trying to defend him.
My arms are wide open right now.
How about you read up on the guest before he's sitting there?
I
don't need that. I don't mind.
I-
Who are you talking to me?
All I'm
It's
thinking
good to know that you turned him in the middle of the interview.
I feel good about that.
Because he decided finally to read the bio. He goes, wow, you're in a lot of stuff.
I like Clark. I just all I'm thinking the whole time is he
I
looks
like you too, man.
He looks like Greg Fitzsimmons, the comedian I know. So, the minute you walked in, that's
I
the
get
first
that a
thing-
lot.
Do you really? People say that?
No.
All right, good. What a gullible idiot I am. Do you really?
And you do that to people all the
I
time.
constantly do it,
Yeah.
and now
No, you
I
don't.
see how it hurts.
Oh, God. I think Clark Gregg will never come back. But,
I'll be back.
we had a good time. It was
Yeah.
fun, man.
No, I'll be back. I like the show so much more than the prejudice I had before I heard it.
Yeah, thank you.
Do you really want me to see The New Adventures of Old Christine?
Hey, whatever you feel like, man. I'm not going to push you. I'm not going to twist your arm.
Because there are some people.
It's not just a chick show.
You know, there are some people.
All right,
They come up to us and say, oh, what do you do a radio show? What is that? And I say, well, it's a show. It's on like in the morning. Oh, give me the station. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't want this woman listening, or just like a grandmother or something, and thinks it's going to be some cute little show, and then she's horrified because we're making fun of the week.
Yeah,
you get this a lot. You get this. So I heard your show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're supposed to fill in the blanks with what'd you think, which allows them an opinion.
Yeah.
No,
Never.
definitely.
Never.
I just
Really?
apologize right away. I go, I'm sorry.
God, I hope you heard it while you were being arrested for drunk driving. Shut up. All right, we got a break.
Yeah,
We're so late.
Thanks so much, you guys.
Choke.
Thank you, absolutely.
Looking forward to Choke in theaters Friday. So Clark Gregg.
I don't think there's anybody in this room who wouldn't benefit from going to see this movie.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you
See?
go.
Look at that.
All right.
Nice pitch. Good job.
No photos, by the way.
Yeah.
Pointing at Greg and Sam. I'm sorry, E-Rock and Sam.
Yeah, he's got a flight to Boston.
Exactly. One
Busy
photo.
man.
Opie and Anthony.
Jim.
What do you got now?
That's when you walk in for your fourth
cover
shift.
that I told you
No
I
purchase.
was playing with Huh? Remember?
Is that you playing with
corner.
Aha?
Right here.
Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Can I see that, Ant? Okay, so they were set up playing, and you kind of hornswoggled your way in there.
No, that's
No?
my band. They were doing something, and we landed the guitar and when the microphone, so they started. And George was playing the flutes, but he didn't know the song, so he went over there, grabbed the flute, and I just played behind it. I belted out. That's why you see them looking backwards.
Yeah.
But I really belted out with the guy's voice. So they put it. They let us use the song to put it on the thing. That's most of the
Can
song.
I see that picture before?
I want Greywolf to do a song.
Good evening.
With Hoagie Boy and a few of these other guys on backup pan flutes.
Yeah. That I have no problem with.
Can I see that, Jimmy?
No, I'll give it to Greywolf. It's nice.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thanks for bringing it
All
over
right.
to me.
Probably doesn't know anything about that.
Thank you, Greywolf. All right.
This one here.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
Over on this corner there.
Yeah, very cool. That's Times Square. All right, continue setting up over there.
Skateboard? Oh.
Hold on.
He said he was.
Goodness gracious! Keith Hernandez is crying.
Apparently, Howard Johnson was like a mess.
Hojo,
In the
as they
locker
called him. Hojo.
See, I didn't know how inside we wanted to get here, but Howard Johnson, he was dressed like he was going to play.
Oh,
And then
really?
I started thinking that...
That's funny.
No, because all the other guys, they had, like, just awful jerseys over their, like, suits and stuff.
Yeah.
But Howard Johnson was in full, I'm ready to play gear, and I'm thinking to myself, Ant, that this guy might be a little cuckoo.
Put me in, coach.
Still waiting for that phone call.
Yeah.
Because he was dressed from head to toe like he was ready to play.
They're going to call me.
And I bet you if anyone, interviewed him, which I doubt, he was probably going to say, well, this is my original uniform, and I'm in, I haven't gained a pound since I retired.
Oh.
Did you hear Dykstra talking? Like 2 games ago, Lenny Dykstra was in the stands and they started interviewing him. And remember when he rolled his car and kind of messed himself up? He sounds like he's not right.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yeah.
you're completely wrong, because Mr. Dykstra has made more money since retiring than playing Major League Baseball.
Really?
He's a bigwig on Wall Street.
I know
He's a financial whiz, this Lenny Dykstra. Yeah.
I know he consults Kramer, but I had not heard him speak.
No, this Lenny Dykstra is a multi-millionaire.
Well, he consults Kramer. Like Kramer asked him questions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's close to brilliant when it comes to financing.
Wow.
Yeah, Lenny Dykstra, exactly. What's up, Travis?
Well, I think why everyone's calling is Howard Johnson's the hitting coach. So that's why he's wearing.
Jesus Christ.
Travis goes,
Okay.
Travis goes, that's why they're all calling. And here I am going, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Maybe,
He has to wear that.
maybe he's got to wear it because, he's with the team. That's funny.
Oh, is that?
Who knows? Who cares?
That's
They're
classic.
done.
I was telling Anthony, now I could say it, like, I don't really watch the Mets anymore, so when I
Yeah.
talk about being a Mets fan, it's like more old school. And I told Ann, I was watching the game yesterday. I'm like, wow, what stadium are they playing at? Because it looks so different. And then I realized it's the brand new stadium, and that you could see in center field.
Yeah, right behind the stupid big apple that comes out of the hat, because the top hat.
Yeah, because old school fans,
we're so metropolitan. We're the Mets.
Yeah, old school fans know that as the empty space where you could see right into the parking lot back in the day. But now there's a big brand new stadium there.
Looks kind of cool and everything.
They should leave them both up. Just play like one day you play here, one day you play the next one. It's up to you that day where you want to play. Just surprise everyone.
Don't tell the fans until the game starts. Half of them are in one park, half in the other.
Yeah, you have
all
both
mad
teams
because you missed it.
batting practice in different stadiums, and then everyone has to rush to get to the next stadium.
How inconvenient that would be.
Awful. Take all parking out. Take the park in Manhattan. Take a bus.
Oh, I'm getting killed on instant feedback.
Oh, my God.
My observation was great, though. I'm thinking Howard Johnson's cuckoo and just hoping that he can play again. All right.
I didn't get to hear the song.
Oh,
yes, what happened?
You want the song?
We love this song. Love this. Take the Mets, greet the Mets, step right up and defeat the Mets.
Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have
worst baseball song ever.
The Mets are really sucking the ball.
Are they?
Knocking those home runs over the wall.
Not quite.
East side, west
side. You'll see him everywhere in postseason except the stadium.
M-E-T-S Mets from New York Town.
New York Town.
New York Town.
Next little village.
The butcher and the baker and the people on the streets. Where do they go? To meet the Mets.
Oh.
Oh, they're hollering.
There you go.
and cheering.
Florida in October.
To meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue.
Are they?
So hurry up and come on down. Cause we got ourselves a ball club, the Mets of New York Town. Give them a yell.
Go to hell.
We really smell.
Come on and meet the
Mets.
Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets.
This song is horrible.
It's still going on.
It's like auditory rape.
Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really
He's sucking the ball.
knocking the
Because the Mets are really sucking their wives. They're all mad.
Everybody's coming down to meet the M-E-T-S Mets of
New York Village.
And the song says East Side, West Side.
Yeah.
No one from Manhattan goes to see the Mets.
East Side, West Side, all around the town.
It's like Massapequa,
Like Long Island.
Right.
Queens, maybe.
Right, not East Side, West Side.
Crips, Bloods.
Sergeant G from Iraq. The Mets should change that line. Really sucking the ball to really suck in the fall.
That's a good one.
The Mets, the only team to take a 3.5 game lead in September and lose it twice.
Yuck. All right.
Did you see, though, as far as the Yankees go, did you see Jeter all suited up like he was playing? Wait, he's cuckoo.
I can't even tell you how.
That's so funny.
I can't even tell you how uncomfortable I got as I give my brilliant theory, and then I look at the phones. I see every phone ring, and I'm like
bashing you.
I go, I think there's a problem with my brilliant theory.
What's he doing dressed in the uniform?
He's a bit cuckoo.
That crazy guy.
It's like he's still part of the team.
Oopsie. The hell do we know?
Well, it's Opie and Anthony. Lots of instant feedback coming in. Scott from Hop Hog writes, did anyone see Brett Favre dressed up in a Jets uniform pretending he was playing quarterback for them? What a crazy person.
He's crazy. Yeah, that's all it takes is one screw up on this show.
But we got to start paying attention to the Buffalo Bills 4-0. That's the team right there.
Because when you say meltdown, you are talking about Buffalo.
No.
That is a team that just cannot close the deal.
Well, it's a new team.
Well, usually is every few years, but
the guys that were part of the meltdown are long gone.
Well, I just think it's a. So, what are you predicting? A big win for Buffalo?
Well, they're 4-0, and I'm starting to take a peek at. At Buffalo.
Oh no!
Spent a lot of time in Western New York, and even though Brett Favre had 6 touchdown passes, setting a record, by the way.
Sets a record.
He beat Joe Namath's touchdown passing record there in one game. And it was a career...
Beat his drunken babbling to a bimbo record. Yes. Joe's pretty good at that.
It was a career high for Brett Favre, too. He never did that with the Packers. 6 touchdown passes in one game. So
it'd be so great if he won a championship with the Jets. That would just... Did he ever win with Green Bay, right?
Go Pack Go.
Did he ever win with Green Bay?
Well, Oops, keeping his mouth shut on this one. I ain't saying a word.
He did, but I was going back on the other thing. He tied Namath's record. Namath had 6 TDs.
I heard.
Last night, Chris Collinsworth said, "Good company to be in with Joe Namath and Brett Favre."
I know it's early, but I think I just read in the paper that he set the record.
I beg to differ.
Oh boy, am I 0 for 2 today? I'm usually pretty good. I'm having a bad day.
What's the purpose of midnight mass?
Because
they sell PlayStations and the doors open and you run in.
Because I guess Jesus was born at midnight or something, so you kind of like celebrating the fact. Oh God, am I right about that one at least? Look, I was sick all weekend, so I'm a little out of it right now. Might be all the crap I took to get ahead of this thing before.
What was wrong?
Before it's full blown. I don't know, like the heavy chest and the aches and
what?
Yeah.
What?
The same stupid illness I get every year, and it knocks me out for 2 weeks. All right, Favre, 6 TD passes were one shy of the NFL game record held by Sid Luckman. Yeah, all right, but
Sid Luckman?
No, that's not the fact I was looking for, Travis. Did he set the record for the Jets? That's all we need to know.
Tied it.
Yeah.
He did tie it.
Yeah, tied it.
Well, where's that?
We are dumb as dirt today.
Where's
Sid
that?
Luckman's a queer.
All right, he tied Namath's record. I'm 0 for I'm keeping track. I'm 0 for 3.
You know, Opie, when you said to me, "Go a day without your phone," you may as well have said, "Jim, go a day without sunshine."
Oh.
Or the laughter of a child or a smile of a stranger.
Impossible.
Jim, go a day without looking at your reflection in the lake.
My wife was like, "Wow, it's really nice to hang out with you the last couple of days." I'm constantly on that thing. Like, yeah, it's kind of neat, I guess. She's trying to
ooh, nice phone. I used to have that one.
She's trying to rid me of my my habit, and I don't even realize she's seeing me do it. And all of a sudden, I'll hear from across the room, "Don't do that. Stop doing that. What are you doing? Don't do that. Stop doing that."
There's 3 things this could be.
So first of all, is it just you and her in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the other guy thing.
All right. Not a couple.
I don't know.
Just from Bayshore. She means breathing. Steve.
It's going south quickly.
Steve's a pisser.
That is funny. Stop doing that.
I told her, I know what you're up to. There's an age difference, obviously. I'm like, I get a little older, and you're going to have the run of the place. You're going to just abuse me constantly.
What is she trying? Is it Tiger Woods golf that she's screaming at you about?
Nah, she's cool when it comes to video games and all that. She's actually cool with how I'm on my phone a lot.
What is she screaming at you for?
It's either blasting ones in the room.
I already told her there's no way that's stopping because I can't help myself. I got a sour stomach.
All right, see, that's what I thought first.
I think I might be lactose intolerant. I think I got it figured out. I might have to go to the soy.
When you told the little story about how you had stunk the entire apartment up, and she walked in the house
unexpectedly,
in the room, and just I'm like, oh my God, he gassed up the entire place.
And her really nice blanket she got for Christmas.
So I thought
that I think she threw out.
Then it's got to be digging.
Yeah.
All right.
So
that was second place.
She has had it.
Has she had it? She's had it. Oh, Jesus.
She gave me some leeway. I can't keep my effing fingers out of my nose. And I think it's an allergy thing or something because it just is constantly
You gotta
dry.
get you a shock collar and just hit the button like a dog.
But then I'm thinking I'm like getting away with it, and she's not even looking at me. Stop that. Stop doing that. Don't do
vision.
that.
Sees the corner of your eye,
That's
sees the hand go up.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
But is there some kind of product where you could keep your nose moist or something so I could keep my fingers out of there?
Tissue.
I'm not even. I'm actually, instead of going for the joke, I need some advice.
I'll
here.
tell you what I use. Only because I've had dry sinuses since my surgery.
Look, right now I'm going like this, like I'm a coke addict or something.
What happened is, it's not even about the inside of the nose. It's more the addiction. It's like smoking in that it wasn't just the nicotine I was hooked on. It was the motion of the hand. It became this comfort thing.
Right.
So it's a lot of times it's just you have to, in any type of an addiction that is so 50 times a day, just don't do it. Just get used to a victory of I didn't do it for a half hour. I didn't do it for an hour. It sounds corny.
Right.
But then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I was on the computer for 3 hours and I didn't do that. Just be aware of the hands to the face thing.
It's killing me
But
right
there's
now.
something to it, though. It's some, I don't know what psychological need it's just an addiction.
It's sound advice, Jimmy, but you need something a little more extreme. I say funnel. One of those doggy, put a big doggy funnel over your head.
Well, how about you go septic? But I would say just be really aware of it and just be aware that when your hands are going to your face, just say that this is serving some kind of a need. What is it? It will eventually break.
But when I go with the blowing out of the nose, it's quite impressive every single morning.
But you know that
there's stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Constantly.
Me too. Every morning, it's just like a friggin' mess.
I clear out the whole inner wall.
That's it.
But it's not about it
You
being
get a nice
stuck.
clearing out of the whole inner wall where you're like, wow, how is that in there?
I take the tissue and I
do that
kind of
too.
crumble it up and then make the old auger motion.
Yeah.
And, once I'm clean in the morning, unless I have a cold, I'm good for the whole day.
How about this? It's not just about the nose, because I have horrendous sinuses. It is simply an addiction. It's like scratching your eye, or it's like anything like that, where it's a hand-to-face thing. Sometimes it's just a habit that has to be broken, and it's just like it's a Jones. It's an irrational Jones. Like, I gotta do it. It's like, but why? There's nothing there. Get saline if you want your nose. Get saline to blast up your nose.
I hear what you're saying, Jimmy, but there's always something there. Trust me.
It's mental. I'm telling you.
Always something there.
90% of the time, it's probably mental. I live with bad
It
sinuses.
probably goes back to my dad having hankies.
Hanky. You never wanted to use the hanky.
Nope.
Your nose is round and here, wipe it. And then your father would hand you like a hanky. My father had hankies, too. Like, I don't want, that's called a dried mucus rag.
When my dad died, it was a nice gesture. I think it was, I'm trying to remember which brother, but he wanted to hand out my dad's hankies to the boys. I'm like,
oh, no.
Look, I miss my dad horribly, but I don't need one of his hankies that he used.
People who chew their nails. Are their nails always long and they need to be chewed?
I used to be a nail chewer. I haven't chewed mine. I can't even tell you the last time.
But I'm saying that there's no
Can't even
rational
tell you.
reason why they do it. It just becomes this nervous habit
Yeah, I
addiction.
can't even tell you.
Same thing with that. How did she tell you? Like, what did she say to you? Like
Who?
Your wife. What did she say about that? She's just like, hey, look.
No, she's just like she's had it. But her best friend does it too. So her best friend eats all of them. I don't eat all of them.
Oh, Jesus.
You're crazy if you eat all of them. You got to choose which ones you're going to eat.
No, you gotta not at all.
Yeah.
No.
You've never eaten a booger.
I can honestly
I'm not going to
tell
sit
you.
here and make believe that people aren't eating boogers out there.
I could honestly tell you, with every bit of honesty, that I would swear on any loved member of my family.
If we brought God in here, he'd go, well, there was that one time you probably didn't realize, but you did.
Never, ever did I.
How about you're 6 or 7 years old?
No. I've never eaten any snot product.
Let's play.
I can't even fathom it. I am so grossed out by snot.
Tomorrow, let's play.
Yeah.
Would you eat that? It's a very simple game that I just
You could
popped
cross
into my
boogers
head.
off.
No, this is what we're going to do. Everyone blows their nose in the morning. I want the staff to blow their nose. I'm not going to eat your boogers, so don't get all grossed out there. But you show me what you got in your little tissue, and I will tell you if that was mine, if I would eat it or not.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
And we would put pictures up on the web, and you can play along at home. Because you really have to choose the ones you're going to eat.
I've eaten boogers. I mean, we all have. I mean, Ann hasn't. But it's not, for me, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not, for me, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
But you see, now I'm watching you do it. It's like, I know what it's like. Believe me, I'm Nick Nervous, and I'm Harry Habit. I can't stop. I blink left rapidly. But I'm the same way.
I'm not. I don't want to hear Jimmy's therapy crap over the nose thing today.
You don't have to, but it's the truth.
No, it's not. It's just that my nose constantly has boogers in it, and I'm pulling them out.
Okay.
But I'm trying to blow out my nose. It's losing it. Jimmy's trying to get a deeper meaning, and I'm just trying to stop.
But if you don't look at it for what it is, as a habit, it's like if you blast saline up your nose, because that will clear it a little bit and make it a little bit moist.
I did a little lotion, and that seems to help.
Yeah,
but
it's the addiction of hand to face. I'm telling you, I don't know what the psychological reason is, but it is an addiction.
Rather do A to mouth.
Oh, me too. Please. Or A to V. They hate that one. There's not much bacteria. Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Shut up, septic.
All right, we got to get the hell out of here. The heck out of here, yeah. I will be discussing nose picking further with all my followers on Twitter. Opie Radio on Twitter. Ant's got his Facebook that he kind of accepts new friends from time to time.
Oh, I've been pretty good with it.
What's your name for the peeps out there?
Anthony Cumia. Cumia. Very easy.
All right. I think it's Music
Are you on Twitter or Booger?
I should start Booger.
Booger.
The competition to Twitter. All right.